Now, quiet, real quick. You notice it, everybody has a cup, right? Do not break your cup. We're going to be using it for one of our games today, okay? All right. So, I am looking for people that are nice and quiet, are being well behaved, that aren't, hitting each other, talking to each other, because I have some prizes to give out that I'm just going to randomly give out to people, okay? So I'm looking for people to be on really good behavior, all right? Sound fair? Yeah. Okay. All right, so today we are going to be going over percussion instruments. Okay. What does that mean? What's a percussion instrument?
It's something you hit.
Something you hit.
Like
right?
a bottle. Like a bottle.
Like a bottle.
Or like this cup. Or like a drum. Like a drum.
Pete?
What do you put out?
Like a drum? Okay. I'm looking for people with raised hands. Giovanni.
It's something you hit, rub, and shake.
Okay. So we could shake it too, right? Jackson.
It's also something that you could like do with your legs.
You could. Yep. You could hit something with your leg, right? There's some drums that have a pedal on it that allows it to do that. Okay. And you guys, there's some room still here in the front if you want to have a seat there. Yes.
Technically, these cups can be used as
David.
instruments.
Yes, technically these could be used. Kira. Yep, we could do that. And if you just came in and you didn't get a cup yet, David, no. They're up by the door. Different color. Okay. All right, so the first thing we are going to be demonstrating for you, first thing we're going to be demonstrating is an instrument called a hand chime. Okay? If you look at it, it kind of looks like a tuning fork. You ever seen one of those before? Okay. So it's a piece of metal. It's not open there. It's a piece of metal that has a cut in it, and it's been tuned to a certain frequency. So this one is tuned to D. So it has a little hammer on here, kind of like if I was using what? Like a drumstick or some sort of a instrument to be able to hit. Okay? So it has it on here, and then it uses the movement of my arm to strike it. And it keeps vibrating, so the whole thing is vibrating. If you look at it real close, you can actually see the metal going like this, back and forth. Okay? Now you'll notice up here, we're about to play a song for you. You'll notice that we've got a nice cover on it, right? This is foam. Why do I have foam on the top of here? What do you think? Kira?
I think it's going to vibrate.
It's going to keep it from vibrating, right? Because if I play it and I need to go to the next note, I can put it down and it'll make it stop. So I can go to the next one, put it down, and it stops it, right? It'd be the same thing if I went and put my hand on it, right? Do you remember when Lauren was playing the harp for us? And she would play those strings, and then what would she do? She would go like this, right? She would hold the strings to keep them from vibrating again, right? Okay? All right, so we are going to play a song. Who else is playing? Okay, all right. They're all going to come up and play a song for you. So keep real quiet so that you don't distract them, okay? times like that, we usually have multiple people, and they might be responsible for different notes in the song. All right, you saw that happen, right? Okay, now we are going to have some of you play the hand chimes, and we're going to play the Christmas song, right? Okay. What are we doing? Joy to the world. Okay. All right. So we are going to have some volunteers come up, and don't feel like, oh no, I didn't get to do this. We have some other things that we're going to be doing too. Okay. So Savannah, come on up. Jackson, come on up. Giovanni, come on up. Kira, come on up. Raji, come on up. Jeremiah, come on up. How many more? 8 total. Okay. JP, and let's see, Viva, come on up. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need one more. And Cooper, come on up. Make sure they get a different color cup.
JP, come over here.
Yeah, that'd be 9.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes.
We have 2 minutes. Okay.
That was JP.
All right, JP, go ahead and MC. Or, yeah, Cooper, I called you later, right? JP, come on up. Yep. Is that 8 now?
I need JP over here, though.
Okay. All right, so each of them are going to get their own note, right? And they've got to follow the director to know when to play, right? They could have music in front of them, like you just heard, or you can have a director pointing to them too. That's an easier way, right? When you get pointed to, oh, I got a ring. Okay. All right.
Oh, we do need one more person. Cooper. Alright. So don't ring your bell unless you're being pointed to, okay? Alright. Ready? So watch. I make eye contact with you, it's your turn.
Give it hit hard.
One more time for you.
So, has anyone that just played, have you ever played that instrument before? No. You did a really nice job right away with it. Good. Okay. All right, next. Since we are going over percussion, we definitely need to know our rhythm very well, right? So that's why we have cups. Okay. So everybody that came in today got a different color cup, right? Okay. So number 1 on here, you'll see that pattern on here. Okay. I first want you to clap the pattern. All right, and then I'm going to go to the second group. All right, so we're going to start with red, green, and then gold, right? So we have gold cups. Okay. All right, so I am going to have us clap this together. So if you are in the group that has the red cup, you're going to clap these, right? So, just as a reminder, we have 2 quarter notes, so we're going to clap, clap, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? All right, so clap this together. 1, 2, ready, go. Right, still have that whole note right at the end, right? Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. Good. All right. Did you mess up over there, Graciela? Okay. All right. All right. Good. Now you have cups, right? So how do we make this a percussion instrument? What can I do with a cup? I could tap the top, right? Just like a drum, right? I have a drum over here. I can tap the drum, right? Okay. All right. So only try it. Remember, I'm looking for people to give prizes to. If I don't give them away, I have to eat them. I'm happy to eat them. So make sure you're doing a good job here, okay? All right.
What color is that, Tom?
The first one's going to be red. Yep. Okay, so if you have a red cup, you are going to tap the top of the red cup just like a drum, okay? All right, ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So when we get to this last one, we hold it, right?
Dad, I think you're actually doing 5 notes instead of 4. There's just one half note. I don't know. I think you're doing
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I'm looking at something else. Yes. Okay. Okay. You were doing it right. Okay. Well, let's do that one more time. Get ready. You gotta be quiet first. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. All right. Nice job. Now we're going to go to the next group, which is green. So if you are in the green group, we're going to clap this first. We have a half note, a quarter what?
No.
Rest. Quarter rest. And then a quarter note, rest. Right? Okay. Ready? Green, we're going to clap it first. Clap it first. Okay, so you put your cup down, we're going to clap it first. All right, you ready? 1, 2, ready, go. No, we don't clap there. Okay, let's try it again. Good. Is that a little bit more tricky?
I can't see.
Yeah.
See.
Okay. All right, now we're going to do that with our cups. Are you ready? Get your cups ready. You can make them a drum. Okay. Only green, only green. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. There's the rest of it. No worries playing, right? Okay. All right. Nice. Now, Lily, good job. You have been paying attention and doing an awesome job over there. All right, we're going on to the gold cups. Gold cups next. We are at this bottom place. So we have a quarter rest, half, quarter rest. What am I saying here? Quarter note, half note, quarter note, rest, quarter note, half note, right? Okay, so if you are a gold cup, we are going to clap this first. Are you ready? 1, 2, ready, go. There we go. Good. All right. So, if you're playing a percussion instrument, you definitely need to watch the rhythm, right? When we were up here playing with those, what were those things called? Hand chimes, right? So we were playing with the hand chimes. It was very important for everybody to watch, right? So when everyone came up here to play Joy of the World, they had to watch the director, right? Because she's setting the timing, right? So that's really important with percussion instruments. So, outside of the tent, did we do some rhythms out there too?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so now I'm going to set a rhythm, and I want the color cup that I mentioned. I want you to do the same thing after me. So you're going to repeat or mimic me, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
So we're gonna go with red cup first. You ready? You gotta listen. This is some ear training too. You ready? Okay, now it's your turn. Good. Green cup. You ready?
Yeah.
Good. And gold cup. Gold cup. Ready?
Cool.
All right. Now I'm going to select a certain person, and then you're going to clap right after me. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Abigail. All right. I'm going to clap, and then you clap it. Okay? You ready? Very good. Abigail, come on up here. You are now going to set a clapping pattern, and you are going to pick somebody else out here. I know you don't know everybody's names, but you can just point to somebody, make eye contact with them, okay? All right. Okay. Good. All right. Go ahead. Take your cup. All right. So do it one more time. I want you to pick someone, and then tell them that they're going to clap right after you. I think AJ's got his hand up right there. That's AJ right there. Yep. Okay. All right, AJ. You're going to clap right after her. Go ahead and clap, and you're gonna mimic her. Okay. Good job. All right. Have a seat. Okay. So next, let's look at some. When we think of percussion, what we normally think of would be drums, right? Okay. So that's a little drum. Okay. So I get the top of it. It has a membrane on there, and the drums actually have a tone, right? Okay. So it could be a different letter note that actually you hit it on, right? Okay. So you notice on the top here, those, the cups that you have, are they a high sound? It depends on the surface that you put it on, right? There's different things that you have to pick up. Okay. All right. Good. Demonstrate. Awesome. All right. Now, if I hold on to it like this, I can allow the entire thing to vibrate that way, right? So I could hit it with my hand. I could hit it with my fingers. Makes a different sound, right? So the instrument that you use also changes that sound. So if I use a mallet like this and hit it, sounds different than, sounds a little different, right? If I use my finger, and where I hit it on the drum can also change the sound. Right? Now I want you to hit only on the edge of the top of your top of your cups. Try that. That sounds different than right on the top, right? Okay. Very good. Now, what do we call these? Bongo drums, right? That's what most people will call them, is bongo drums. Now, we have a smaller drum and a larger drum. If I hit the smaller drum, do you think it's going to be lower in sound or higher in sound? Higher. Why?
Because it's smaller.
Right, the smaller it is, it tends, on most instruments, the smaller the instrument is, the higher the sound, right? So, let's listen. You can hear it's definitely lower on this one, right? Now, if I make the membrane on here, it used to be skin, right? Animal skin, they would stretch tight on there. If I make it looser, what's going to happen to the sound? Is it going to go higher or lower? Lower, lower, right? It's just like a string, right? So when I take a string and I stretch it like on that harp, okay? And if I stretch it really tight, it makes the sound go up, right? And if it goes looser, it makes the sound go down,
Like
right?
if you tune a guitar or something?
Right, like if you're tuning a guitar. Okay, so regular drum, and what is this called again? Bongo drums, good. Now, bongo drums are usually played with your hands. Okay, now I want, let's see, Fiona, come on up. Come on up, Fiona. Okay, I want you to come over and you are going to play your own rhythm on here, and then I want the green cups to play that rhythm, okay? Go ahead. Go ahead. Good, all right, thank you, Fiona. All right, next, so we have our drums, and we talked about the different sizes of the drums. We can use different things to strike the drum, causing different sounds. All right, next we're going to talk about something that looks like a drum, but it has some extra things added onto it. What's this thing called? Tambourine. Good. So, now when I hit the membrane on the front, it also makes these vibrate back and forth with it, right? And it creates a different sound to it, right? All right, Cooper. Yes, you can shake it. Okay, Cooper, come on up. Okay, Cooper, go ahead and hold on to the tambourine. And you are going to play a rhythm, and I want the gold cups to play right after his rhythm, okay? Get ready, listen. Good, very nice. Thank you, Cooper. All right, so this looks very similar to this, right? That is like that, except it doesn't have anything that shakes on there, right? So this is just a regular drum. Now I want green cups to play this. Ready? Okay, red cups, you ready? Good job. All right. Javier is doing great back here. Here you go. Okay. So that is our tambourines. You'll see that a lot in music, even today, right? We'll see tambourines used in Middle Eastern culture. That's a really common one too, especially at weddings. It sounds very bright, cheery, right? Right? You'll see that when people dance too. They'll use that quite a bit. All right, next we have, go ahead, Abigail.
I think it was originally a gypsy instrument.
It might have been, yes. I didn't look really deep into the history of it. Yep. But they use it, right? They use it in their culture?
Are there jingle bells in there?
There are some jingle bells in there. Okay. So now we're talking about shaker instruments, or instruments that we are going to shake in order to produce a sound. So, an easy one would be
Egg.
an egg, right? So all this is a wooden egg that has something inside like beads or rice, and then you shake it. Right? You can make these really easily. If you took the roll from a toilet paper, you know, the cardboard part, you could tape it off and then put like rice in there, and then you have a shaker, right? Very easy to make, right? So you shake it, and a lot of times we use this to keep a beat, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? All right. The next one, well, we have to have jingle bells, right? Doesn't it sound like there's a sleigh coming by, right? So that's just the bells on a stick. Okay? Next we have something that sounds like that tambourine, right? Because it has those same discs on there.
What is it called?
Sounds like this. Okay, good.
What is it called?
It's just a shaker. Yep. And then I have this one. What is that?
What is
Castanet.
It is the spoon.
a spoon? Oh yeah.
What am I playing?
Hey.
Dun da da. Is that universal thing? 20th century. All right. So all this is look inside. It looks like a spoon, right? Okay. It's curved inside, and then when that hits this, it takes the air, compresses it, and creates a sound. Not only does it do this. So if I curve my hands just like this, right? So I'm not clapping like this, but I'm curving it. Go ahead and do that. What is one of the easiest percussion sounds to make? We do it all the time. You guys already yes. We use percussion all the time. Okay. Next. Right? Easy thing for them to hold on to and be able to do, because we want to teach them rhythm very well so that when they can learn instruments like a piano or a violin or a guitar, that they already have rhythm down, and that'll make it easier for them to play, right? Next, on to the bees. Now you can probably see this, like the little one, size of this table. Okay? But this is a smaller one, and you'll notice that they are different sizes, right?
Yes.
What do you think the small size sounds like if I hit it? Is it higher or lower? Higher, right. It's going to be a higher pitch, so. Okay, so that's high pitch. How about this one? Okay, so I can do a scale on it. Okay, that one needs to be switched out, but let me...
Well, it's a type of scale. It's just not
It is a type of scale, that's true, yes. Okay?
It goes
So
from C
that-
major to F major.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Very good. I could just play in the key of F, that would be easier. I could also play it with two mouths, right? So I could go up and down. Oh, let me try that again. Okay. If you've ever seen, like, someone that does this for a living, they'll play like this. They'll have two mallets in this hand and two mallets in this hand, and then they'll play. It sounds really cool when they do that. Okay. Now, I want Kenzie to come on up. Come on over here, Kenzie. All right. I want you to play a third. Can you play a third for me? So just like a piano third. Go ahead. And then let's a third up, four down. Good. You can do the F there. There you go. Good. Very good. Okay. All right. Now I have one last instrument to show you. Well, actually two. The first one is this. This is actually a marimba. It's called a marimba. It's similar to this, except it uses a wooden box to create the tone. Okay? So this has been specially shaped so that it creates a tone. Okay? So this is called a marimba. Well, it's part of a marimba. Usually you'll see a marimba as an actual instrument. It'll look real similar to this. Okay? It'll have wooden pieces. Sometimes there's a pipe underneath of it. So when it creates the tone, it goes down into the pipe and it amplifies it. So it sounds really nice. Okay? So if I play these blocks are going to vibrate after I strike it, right? And it's a vibrating chamber inside. Kind of like a guitar, right? A guitar is a big vibrating box, right? That's really what it is. And when you hit the string, right? You pluck the string, it creates the sound and the vibration, and then it's amplified inside the box. So let me play that for you. Sounds very similar to it, right? So I'm using this type of mallet, okay? If I use this type of mallet, it creates a different sound. You notice the difference?
It sounds high.
Okay?
Pretty.
What does that sound like? What part of the world? Like Hawaii, maybe, all right? And then we also have something, I don't have one of these, I wish I had one. It's called a steel drum, right? And you know about that, right? Yep, steel drums, yep. And they have a drum, and it looks like a steel dome. It kind of looks like a mixing bowl turned upside down, and if you hit certain areas of it, it creates different
I
sounds.
think I saw one of those on like a YouTube video or something.
Yeah, they are very pretty.
It reminds me of something out of the Little Mermaid.
Yes. All right. Okay, so